Welcome back to the Kop TV, people. This is your big match preview, Everton versus Liverpool, in Jurgen Klopp's last ever Merseyside derby. Smash that like button, comment with your lineup predictions, your score predictions as well as we get into this one. A place where, I'll be honest, we've only won twice under Jurgen Klopp in the Premier League. A lot of draws, a lot of 0-0 draws, which isn't acceptable considering the level of Everton and the level of Liverpool. But as it always is, and when it's derby day, that all goes out the window. Look at us against Manchester United. Look how bad they were against Coventry yesterday. We still can't beat them, and there's a reason why. So we have to go there and really attack and oppress. A draw's not going to be good enough. A draw simply will not be good enough for Liverpool. We have to go there and really suffocate them. Listen, in their heads, they think they're safe now after that 2-0 win. Controversial 2-0 win against Nottingham Forest yesterday, which, I'll be honest, Ashley Young, what are you doing still playing football in the Premier League? Sent off at Anfield earlier in the season. Should have been sent off yesterday. I mean, did he even get a yellow card in the end? He's literally, and when I say stone wall, I want to pick up a stone and pick up a wall, because that's how literal these fouls were for penalties. I mean, what Forest have done after is a little bit embarrassing, and we'll talk about that. But Ashley Young, he has got to be the target if he's playing. You know, I'm thinking it's Luis Diaz up against him if he's in that right-back position, which didn't work well for him at Anfield. We obviously beat them 2-0 earlier on in the season. He was sent off in the first half, I think it was, for just absolutely taking down Luis Diaz. You know, as if he was like a 18-year-old playing his first Merseyside derby. This guy is... Let me actually look it up, because I don't want to lie and say he's 37. But he's 38. He's 38 years old. That is unbelievable. I do not know how. I mean, he was smirking in his TV interview yesterday when they asked him, did he get away with one there? It's just unbelievable. 3 stonewall penalties, a handball, a foul, 2 fouls. And how Everton were not pegged back and at least Forest should have been given the opportunity to score those penalties is unbelievable. And Evertonians, they've got the cheek to say that the Premier League's corrupt. They say Liverpool. What about EVARton? How about that one? Unbelievable. You can put them pink cards away now, saying the Premier League's corrupt, because it's just unbelievable. Ashley Young, lucky doesn't even cover it. It doesn't even cover it. So, as we know now, the aftermath has been a little bit messy. We also know that Clattenburg, former Premier League referee Mark Clattenburg, is now the head of referee analysis at Nottingham Forest. He's on their payroll. They tweeted just after the game yesterday that they will be looking into it. They will be exploring their options. They also referenced the fact that there was a VAR operative in the VAR room yesterday. He's a Luton fan. Obviously, Luton, Forest, Everton fighting down there. They brought that up. That was ignored. I mean, look, there's one part of me that thinks, go on, Forest. Yeah, stick it on the PGMOL. They are corrupt. We know that because of the links that Michael Oliver has, refereeing in another country where the owner of that country is the Man City owner. We know this. This isn't news. I'm not breaking this to you. We know this. Right? We know this. So there's a part of me that thinks, go on, Forest. Go on, stick it on them. We're all with you. But then the other half of me thinks, well, you've got some balls, because you're accusing the PGMOL of corruption. You're accusing them of cheating almost. And then you've got the cheek at the end of the tweet to say, we'll be exploring our options. What options? Listen, take it from us. You can criticise the PGMOL as much as you want. Nothing's going to change. You're not going to get points back. The game's not going to be replayed. Look at Tottenham. We've had an apology off the PGMOL for that, even though at the time they said it was a good process, lads. We had an apology from the PGMOL after Martin Odegaard handballed it. We had an apology off the PGMOL when Jeremy Doku fly kicks McAllister in the chest. Mike Oliver, the referee, again. This isn't a coincidence now. We're getting to a point where tweets like this are going to come out, because it isn't just one team that's being affected. It's team after team, week after week. I mean, Coventry, if this game was next season, that goal stands. So I respect, in a way, the balls of Forest to really go at the PGMO and say, listen, we're not happy. But at the same time, what do you expect to achieve from this? I really don't see what's going to happen. But anyway, that's enough about that. Let's look at the game on Wednesday night. In terms of injuries, suspensions, as we know, Thiago will probably still be out. Matip will still be out. Bajcetic will still be out. Bradley will still be out. But generally, apart from that, you're looking at a full-strength team that's going to go into this derby. There was a few eyebrows raised, wasn't there, when Klopp made 5 changes to the to the Fulham game yesterday, which at the end of the game, you're thinking that's a great decision. But if we didn't win that game, I know what the comments would have been on the video. I know what people would have been saying on social media. Why didn't you start Salah, etc., etc.? In the end, we didn't need to. So it's looked at as a great resting period for the likes of McAllister, Salah, Nunez, etc., and others, Soboslai as well. Maybe Konate, you can chuck him in. They're the 5 changes. But it was brilliant management from Jurgen Klopp, knowing that he's got the derby on Wednesday. So I'll give you my lineup prediction now. It will be Alisson. I'll go with Trent, Konate, Van Dijk and Robertson, which I think would be our 4th time only this season that those 5 have started games together, which is just mind-blowing considering we're in a title race and that's our best 5 at the back. In midfield, I did like Harvey Elliott yesterday. I think Endo definitely comes back in. I thought second half he was fantastic yesterday. So Endo will come back in. You're probably looking at McAllister coming back in. Now the third spot in that midfield is a bit of a toss-up. I mean, if it's Curtis Jones, if it's Harvey Elliott, if it's Soboslai, I don't think anyone raises any eyebrows. He likes starting Curtis in derbies, no surprise there. Harvey could start as well. So interesting to see which midfield he goes for. Now, this is the main sticking point for Jurgen Klopp. This is how we're either going to win, draw or lose the last derby that he's got in the Premier League against Everton. I think is going to be the strikers, and I think Diogo Jota has to start this one. I think Mo Salah has to start this one, even though he was poor when he came on yesterday, I'll be honest. And I think Cody Gakpo has to start this one. So for me, that's a Diaz, Jota and Mo Salah link up there for the front 3. And then again, the bench is going to have a big impact on this game. If you start those 3, you can bring on Diaz and Nunez. I mean, if anything, stick Diaz on and get him at Ashley Young and maybe don't start Gakpo. I'm a bit confused. Let me know what you think in the chat. I want to see your team predictions down below if possible. But that's what I'm going to go with. I am going to start Gakpo, and then again, on the bench, you've got Gomez, Tsimikas, Harvey or Curtis or even Soboslai with Gakpo and Nunez. So there should be enough on the bench to go out and win the game. We did see from Everton's point of view, there was a horrible injury to Beto, which led him to go into hospital yesterday for concussion. We saw him off the pitch as he was getting carried off with his thumbs up, so maybe not too much to worry about if you're an Everton fan. Deitch did give an injury update, and he said he's communicating well. He's fully ready, I think, to come back into the team, but maybe he starts on the bench. But he did say it's pleasing at the moment. I can't say more than that at this stage, other than he definitely came around and he understood what was going on, which they assured me is a good early sign after a real serious knock. We'll see how he is after 24 to 48 hours. 3 Premier League goals in his debut for season at Goodison Park for Beto, which isn't great, I'll be honest. But score prediction time. Do you know what? This season, the amount of 3-1s that we've had, it's not a coincidence. I think we don't start, traditionally anyway, we don't start games well, but we finish them really well. So I'll go 3-1. Again, I can't be confident and say that we're going to keep a clean sheet in any game at the minute, because I just genuinely don't think we will. But yeah, I'll go 3-1 to Liverpool. I think that would be a great way to send off Jurgen Klopp for his last Merseyside derby. This is still a title-chasing Liverpool, so still massive prizes on the line for us here. So I'll go 3-1 to Liverpool. We need to really rattle these and maybe push them a little bit further into the the relegation zone. We know there's other teams playing around them that we could maybe hope for positive results for them, so it drags Everton into it. Do you want to see Everton go down? I certainly do. Let me know in the comments if you do or not. But like I said, that is your match preview. I've given you the context around the game, the injury updates, line-up prediction and score prediction. I want the same from you in the chat right now. I'm going 3-1, and don't forget, please do join us at Gravity Max. We'll be doing the first watch-along with the Kop TV from the brilliant facilities at Gravity Max, the incredible rooftop that has its own self-serving Guinness and Madry machine. You can find me there, mate. And if you want to join us, no need to book. Just walk in. We'll be there from 7 o'clock on Wednesday, getting the atmosphere nice and bubbly for the big one, for the derby. So really excited for that. If you are around in Liverpool, make sure you join us. But I'm going 3-1. That's what I want to see. But if I don't see you soon enough, I'll see you at Gravity Max for the big derby. So take care. We'll see you soon. Hey guys, thanks for watching this video. If you've enjoyed this, make sure you check out the rest of the channel too. There's other stuff you'll enjoy for sure.
Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to the Kop TV.
The voice of football's most famous dads.
Come on.